Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Azam, Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. In today's segment, we will be looking at the price action and then seeing where the opportunities are within the market. So let's begin by doing that. But first of all, as always, we will have a look at the risk warnings and disclaimer. Anything which we'll be discussing in this video cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, as always, I'm going to bring out the MT4 platform, which can be downloaded from our website, avatrade.com. Now, folks, looking at the daily chart for S&P 500 index, let me just make that a little bit bigger so that we can see. What comes quite clear is that bulls are still very much in control of the price. However, there are certain warnings that we need to pay attention to, and we need to make sure that we are keeping those factors in mind. So on the daily chart, what we see is that these two particular candles, they are very important because firstly, when the price had this massive sell-off, it moved away from its lows of the days and then closed pretty much very close to its open. Again, over here, we also experienced something very similar, which was that the price went all the way to quite low for the day, but then it quickly moved to the upside, recovering most of its losses for the day. But then on these particular days, especially over here and over here, what we saw that yes, there was a massive and intense sell-off, and the price closed towards the lows of the day. Pretty much same happened over here as well. But if we look at the price action on this particular day, what this shows is that the price closed away from its highs, away from its lows of the day, just right in the middle. And then I will explain that in a bit why I'm talking about these particular price actions and why it is quite important. And again, this particular price candle is also quite intriguing because this confirmed that the price went all the way to the top, but then when it was pushed lower. But despite the fact that the price was pushed lower, the price continued to make higher, continued to move high, but it failed to cross above the highs of this week, and in fact on the next particular day that the price made low. But over here, when the price did make quite low, that the price continued because the following days the price failed to break above the highs of this particular candle. So then we've experienced the price moving lower. Same thing happened over here. When the price failed to move above the highs of this candle, the price continued to move lower. So why am I focused on these particular points and why this is so important? Because when we look at yesterday's price action, what we see is this massive sell-off which pushed the price towards this 50-day simple moving average, or just a little bit above an area which we have talked about previously, an area of support. But the important thing for us is that is the price going to break above the highs of yesterday or no? Because this is the main variant in this particular conversation. Because if the price can break above the highs of this particular candle, of this one, if the price can go above that, then we have chances for this particular price action to continue its journey to the upside. However, if the price fails to break above the highs of this particular candle, meaning above this particular line, then the really price action, the real price move is very much likely to happen towards the lows of this particular candle or towards the lows of yesterday. In fact, the price can actually continue to make a lower low and then perhaps move somewhere right over here near the lows or near towards this particular the 50-day simple moving average, and that is a real possibility, provided that if the price cannot break above the highs of this particular candle, which is very much we are looking at, or in other words, the price of $3,708. So that is very much the price action on the daily time frame. But overall, when we look at the price action for the S&P 500 index on the daily time frame, one thing is pretty clear, that the bulls are still very much in control of the price, because it is trading above the 200, 100 and 50-day simple moving average. On the weekly time frame, once again, we are still very much maintaining our bull momentum. The longer term time perspective is also with us in relation to that. The 30-minute time frame shows that yes, bulls are gathering their pace, bulls are moving, taking the control of the price, as the price has moved above the 30-day simple moving average. And as long as it stays above that, the likely chances are that the price will continue to move higher. That's all for today, and I will see you guys next time.